Hello, Amajot here with your shot of stress relief today, and I have a question for you today. Do you feel like you're always firefighting? Do you feel like every day is a different fire to put out? There's kind of, you're just going from one thing to another, and all your energy is going into fighting that fire right now, and you kind of like and because you're good at what you do, whether it's fighting fires at work, maybe that's your job. Like that was my job. I was kind of like a firefighter, whatever when there was something wrong somewhere, I would kind of go in and fix it. And I was good at it, so I wanted to do it. But there were too many fires. They got to a point where there were too many fires to put out, and I didn't need to put out all the fires. So, do you feel like you're putting out all the fires, and even if it's something that you enjoy, do you feel like it kind of is it getting to the point where it feels exhausting? Does it feel like the fires just aren't going out, or do you put out one fire and then there's another fire somewhere else? Do you find that, when there's you know, if you've sorted out fires at work and then you come home and then there's fires there to put out, and by fires I mean emergencies or things you have to deal with, or the little intricacies of life, does it feel like it's never ending? And I'm just wondering, if that's how you're feeling, then what can we do to shift that? Because it's how we look at those fires, because those fires necessarily aren't going to go away, but what can you do to help yourself create some balance in your life, where you feel like it's not so exhausting all the time, where you feel like it's okay to have a break? If you think of, firemen in the real sense, they're not always on shift. They can't be. They'd go crazy. They'd make mistakes. They wouldn't be productive. They'd put their health at risk and lives in danger, and the people that they're protecting. So, they take shifts. They sometimes work long hours, but they take shifts. They have breaks. So what can you do to create your life in a way that is stepping back and saying it's not always about the fire, it's not always about the emergency or the priority as it is today, or what we feel like is the priority, or what somebody else is telling us is the priority? How else can you view that, and what can you bring in? And I'm just thinking of the elements here. So fire is one of them, but if we think about the natural elements of life, you've also got water and air and earth. So how else can you bring those elements into your life? If it's about dousing those fires with water, how can you create some water for yourself? What water might you need? Is it about having space? Is it about seeing water? Is it about being in water? Do you need to drink more water? Is it about, creating, air? So is it about breathing more? Is it connecting to the air outside in nature? Or is it literally about earthing yourself? Is it about grounding yourself? If you feel like you're all up in the air, if the fires are all around you, maybe it's just about grounding. And, and there's science to show that when, we actually take our bare feet into nature, into earth, into grass, we reconnect to Mother Nature, we feel calmer, we connect to everything else that's going on in our body. So, maybe it's about earthing for you. Earth puts out fire. If you throw some soil on some fire, it's going to put it out. Water will put out fire. So, and then air is about giving oxygen to fire, so there might be more of. So what is it in air that you need to create maybe some more fire in yourself? So there's so many different ways of looking at it, but what I'm trying to say is it's not always about the firefighting. How else can you see it? How else can you see what's going on in your life? Where could you shift your mindset so it's taking a different path, or choosing a different element every day and creating the kind of the balance and the variety in your life around that? So how is that going for you? Thank you so much for all of your feedback so far. I love getting your messages and your comments, and if there's any specific topic you'd like me to cover, then let me know, and I will speak to you soon. Amajot, over and out. Bye.